So we wait for 5 lights. Sam leads us away. Right. 5. And away we go as Sam looks to get away there. Can I get a fantastic in midfield? There we go. Sam gets a clean getaway there as Race Roller makes the overtake over Southerners for P2. Fantastic overtake on the outside there. So Darnell up to P4, then it dropping down to P5. A few movers at the back, of course, 2 teammates of Asuko and Lemens for P10. A few movers at the back, Schumacher, of course, getting back into the lobby in time. Bit of Baggy fans and Night Ranger at the back.
Oh, and there's contact. Julie Menz has went a bit deep there. He's just missed on, but I think he's hit Asuko. That's allowed Ranga to pass through into P10. It's also allowed Schumacher all to get ahead of Hamjam, who basically had to...
Sem ran wide there, just to interrupt Sem wide. As Race Rollers now looking to make the overtake.
Oh, Ranga well wide as well.
Sem, as he was struggling in the last race, he's struggling in this race for any grip.
Contact everywhere, James, sorry. Really keep butting in there. It was Jamham, the championship contender. We've got a logo there with Bennett, I think. It's all happening.
Yeah, at the moment, the grid for lap 1 is so close. Scoop
big crash,
Bennett.
big crash.
It's hamming the wall, he's slowed down, he's probably got wing damage. Down into P10 now, he'll drop further back. Schumacher looks to make the overtake. Getting yellow flag, so they will have to hold off. Teddy Owens now is dropped out.
I think it was Owen in the wall, James. It was just, wow. Challenge. Hamjam has got a 5-second penalty for gaining a place. So obviously somebody's crashed at one point, he's took over and the game's decided to punish him. Another yellow flag in sector 2. It's Teddy going for a bit wide there. They're really struggling with these conditions.
Of course, Asuko making a mistake there is a lot of drivers. Getting in place back, plus he's got a penalty as well. Schumacher is now up to 10th from basically the back of the grid. Fantastic news from him. It's going to see a lot more racing from him because he retired in lap 2, so start of lap 3 at the moment. Darnell just showing the oversteer there, he's struggling for any grip as he loses out from Race Roller. He's now 1.1. These Sassies like to close the gap with Jamham basically P5. He doesn't show a number on.
Asuko pitting there, so he did get damage with that situation with Julie Menz. Owen pitting, he lost his wing. As we said, that looked like that had happened for him, and Teddy in as well, so 3 pit stops, and they're getting the safety car.
Teddy's in the pits. I think we Owen and Zuko for changes to the wing. They'll jump onto the softs, the super softs. Yeah, it does jump on the next softs. They got anything left in it. So they're fresh. The orders all change.
I did not want to spoil that one for you.
It's fine.
The penalty happened right on the start, so I was like, oh, move for the lead, James, move for the lead, James.
Oh, at the moment, it looks like there's a Southerner there. Let's go side by side as he just drops behind Race Roller at the moment. Still says Teddy's in the lead for me, but he's in the pits.
Yellow flag in sector 2, that is Scopes has spun. And he's just going to have to be patient here as Ranga can go by. Has a sustainable gap over Julie Menz.
Race Roller spun, his rear end's gone, and it is into Southerners there. So now Sem is going to take an early lead, at least over a second now. At the moment, it's battle here for P2 as Beast Assassin now closed the gap with Darnell and now taking effectively P3 as we see Bing Max Jam effectively now P6, really of a changing order with the cameras, with Ham behind him. His teammate Schumacher now effectively P8 through that. Fantastic moves there from him. 30 at P9 and McEwen Ranga 10, Ranga P11, Scopes P12, Men's 13, Aggie 14. Darnell just showing he's got no grip as he's swerving side to side there. Darnell with a 212 there. Just finding it sort of great.
And Hamjam as well, another 212.
Being no 212 there, 5. Something's run wide there. Everyone's just throwing Race Rollers looking for the overtake. So he just gets the better grip on the inside line. Don't see any movement here. Anyone's going to make a mistake. Sam's now 2.2 clears. That gap's it's closed down. We've got movers there at the back. We've got Scopes and Jaylee Menz battling for P12 as Scopes makes the overtake. Well, Menz makes a re-overtake into turn 3. Scopes has spun again. Now he's dropping back behind Night Ranger as Darnell is just really struggling with grip. Oh, swerving side to side. Close the gap. Yeah, here at the front is 1.8 clear, 1.9. Movers at the back through Pitters. Night Ranger through DRS on turn 5.
Don't know how to wall that.
6. Oh, we got just interrupt. I think it's Night Ranger in the wall.
Seems to have picked himself back up though, so no yellow flag there. Sorry, no safety car, which would have potentially helped Owen, who's in the pits there, his second pit stop of the evening.
Yeah. Baggy now up to 13th there, makes the overtake of Scopes through that little tough battle between him, Scopes, and.
Oh, damage at the front. And I don't know if that was Sutherland or Sen, but one of them has lost a good fraction of the first front line. I can't
Yeah, it was
check.
Sem was 1.8 clear. He's just literally lost 1.2 clear from that lead. He's just struggling with any sort of grip. It's just not been his night. Now he's just defending for everything for that lead. Again, no DRS, but the slipstream down the long straights.
Oh, now we're getting a lot of wobbly there. No yellow.
Got a yellow flag. That's Scopes in the wall with Night Ranger.
And Race Roller with the fastest lap of the race, and Hand Jam decides to beat that to 10.4.
Picking up a penalty. It's the second one of this sprint race. As both drivers look for drifting around the corner, Tokyo drift style. Race Roller looks to close the gap for the second time out. Race Roller just seems to get the benefit on the inside line. It seems to be the drier line to the guys on the outside line. Race Roller is now effectively right behind his rear end of the sub as he looks to go on the inside. We make a move, he makes a dive, holds it, let it stick, doesn't get the grip, better grip than some of the stuff, but just slots in behind as long as he doesn't get any wing damage from this area.
Carlin defends well there for the Dams car. Oh, a bit wobbly from Roller.
Got the extra grip, but yeah, as he said, just lost his rear. Got too early on the power there. Against the middle sector. Zuko picking up a 3-second penalty. Night Ranger in the pits for wing damage change from the incident with Scopes earlier.
And this is where it's going to get really interesting, James, because not only obviously having to put a lot of trust in the car in ahead of you, visibility is going to be extremely limited, so the only person that can really see despite the damage is Sen.
Sen, pretty much, yeah, he's now second clear, he's now opened that gap. Oh, is he late braking into somebody's basically make contact with him? He's hunted him off. Oh, that's going to be one for the steward's eyes, and won't go too much there, but it's just not aware of what's in behind and what's in front.
Hand Jam with a move on Beast as both the brothers have clawed up to 4th and 5th.
I'm just struggling against the final sector. Chicane there as Jam looks to battle for these two as they've just been mistake after mistake after mistake. Sem is 3.2 clear after that mistake there from Race Roller.
I feel like I've completely jinxed Southern. I'm so sorry, buddy.
We got another off between the Carlin boys, I believe that is.
You get Ranga spinning as well, down in P13 at the moment. That battle is going to heat up though between 2nd and 5th until they can possibly rein Sem in again. So it'll be intriguing to see if Darnell can make the pass on Race Roller.
Yeah, we saw Jam, who just drifted around turn 1 on the exit there. It's just to the off track. Lost him a little bit of time, but it was a lot. It was back, very close grid. More entertaining than the last race. At the moment, as both drivers just drift around that corner of turn 5. Basically side by side is Race Roller takes the inside line, a safety car. Or was that virtual? Virtual safety car, sorry. Are we heading off somewhere?
I'm just having a look, James. I don't really see any cars stuck anywhere. Just moving slowly.
Someone must have picked up damage. Has anyone picked up any wing damage?
Trying to look for us up.
We've got Night Rangers in the... Sorry, Rangers in the pits. He's going to benefit from a pit
Oh,
stop
and Teddy's... Oh, he's lost his wing now. Under the virtual safety car.
I don't think he'll do much now anyway. So Chloro gap, of course 7 is now 3.7 clear.
Teddy
Starting to close the gap with Rachel.
and Scopes decide to carry on despite their various damage. We do have a pitter in Mango.
Oh, a story in the restart. Darnell just lost it as now overtake from Jam Ham. So it's Ham on the inside there. Darnell just closed. He literally just is on his basically his bodywork. As we're side by side between 4 cars here as we enter the tunnel section. We're going to see any contact here. Can we avoid any of it? Wheels contact there between Schumacher and Beast. Oh, and Schumacher's gone. He's lost his rear end. Oh.
And this time the dams of
damage.
Sean Gallio. And he's retired on track.
It's one for them. Be a penalty for him. Can't be retiring on track, buddy. You were near the finish line. You were literally a corner away.
Sometimes.
Darnell struggling with oversteer.
Scopes is retired, and I think he's a retirement. And nope, he's binned it.
That a teammate?
I think that might be something to do with Teddy. I don't know if the two of them just decided to take each other out. But
Teddy and Scopes took each other out.
Scopes is down there. Teddy carries on as the leaders. Lead the way. Sam 2.1 ahead of Race Roller.
Darnell just getting on the power again. He just lost his back end there, but he does fight it. Teddy's AI car going round. Oh, Darnell just spun. He's just gone too early there. He's just lost his rear end.
No damage to the car, it seems, although he's going to lose. Oh, the returns maybe compromised McCune a little bit. And should.
That was the only battle. The only closest battle now is Owen. Oh, sorry, Bennett. Bennett makes the oversight.
Oh, and Bennett's went way wide, and that's opened the gap up.
Darnell makes a clean overtake. That's some fantastic racing. Lucky enough not to pick any damage there. So takes the inside line. Scopes to the left session. He's retired. We're looking at the front boys at top because Sem is now 1.7 clear now. 6. The gap's starting to close.
Of course, Sam does have that damage, we believe, at the front of the car.
Yeah, left end front plate. So a little bit damaged. He's just coasting through the corners, taking his time because the guys behind him have made a lot of mistakes in terms of getting on the power too early, contact between drivers behind him, between race roller and some of those. Well, the only people who was hammered early on, not damaged, but just avoided a bit of contact, lost a bit of time, but he's now caught the gap up. It's not that far off the podium spot, just jams in the podium spot. Ham will play number 2 driver, but in terms of title with drivers, I don't think he wants to.
Oh, Race Roller again, I went kind of loop with the car.
Of course, he's not used to the rain on this track. I think because everyone wants to try and outbrake their opponent, but you don't want to really want to outbrake your opponent. So it just ends up with yourself in the wall. Teddy's now retired in the pits. Down to 15 drivers again. A couple of battles here between both the Prema drivers and Owen. And who else? Of course, the battle for the lead between Sem Race Roller Jam and Ham Jam. And then a small battle between Beast and Southerners. Between, of course, the ex-teammates of last season.
It'll be interesting if there's any late curveballs here. What we have to remember as well is that Ham Jam at the moment has a 5-second penalty. I don't know if they will appeal that to the stewards, but the game has given it. So if Jam just keeps her behind.
Ham just made a little dive on the inside of his brother there, so he was lucky enough to avoid contact. Got the braking a little bit late, but got him early. He makes a dive on the inside, he wants that champion. His contact! He made a boulder risk, it didn't go, and Ham just... That's mere cost him in terms of... He's in the lead in the championship, he wants to take that risk. He wants to fight his brother. Just drifts around the corner. Don't know if he does have damage to his left front plate, so he's now 2 seconds clear. So just around that funnel section.
The gap at the front down to a second now. James down to 8/10. Sam is really struggling. Ham picks up another penalty.
That's going to cost him. That's 2 penalties.
It's going to be 8 seconds worth of penalties at the moment, and that would seem to filter in roughly just ahead of the queue.
Yeah, you knew he had a penalty earlier, but in terms of in terms of the championship, Cyprus not here anymore. So now the battle's for the 2 points in terms of where he finishes this race. So now the battle for the lead now is 0.5. Is now race roller as we enter turn 4. As this is the penultimate long straight to make the clean overtake to turn basically turn 6. So you count turn 5 as then. Will he get enough to make it on dive on the inside? He just closes the gap. Just focusing on his braking. He just struggles to get early on the power. Most drivers do. Easy too much on the RT block. Got quite in battle here for P5 at the moment.
It seems the battles involving P6 is one, and P2 is one to look out for as well. Some good battles there. There's a hint in there somewhere, James.
Of course, the Sonoda car of McEwen, and of course the Beast Assassin's right ahead. As tries to look on the inside, outside, but that's just nowhere to go. Best chance in this section here. One mistake, you're in the wall. Wing damage or a tyre off. But can he maybe overtake on after this? Can he dive onto the inside? He's just defends it. Back in the camera. Embarrassing. 7-1 again.
You know the rest of P6, P2.
At the moment, so can he make the outside? At the moment, race roll is bang it back another penalty. 45 seconds down. It's just a battle between Night Ranger and his teammate and Owen.
It's just what they want, just
having a
bit of fun and just accustoming to F2 cars. See that you like it.
Just to fill and see, because I made a couple of races last season. Trying to get the experience.
I'm braver than us, James. We're in the commentary box for a reason. Oh yeah. And race roller went quite deep in there into turn 1. And that is some...
Oh, we got contact off. Ranga's gone. He's in the wall, but he's still in. Might have picked up a little bit of damage. Just shows back he picked up a penalty as well. Oh, both lock up there.
Oh, another bit of oversteer there from race roller. A bit of a wobble.
Southerners makes a move into turn 3 as he makes a move stick. Does. Now that Sam is now caught up to traffic, it just shows. And basically his race has been struggling for any sort of grip. I don't know if he's got any damage, maybe minor. But race roll has been struggling for grip. His rear end's just gone every time. Slipstream there off Ranga. Had a brilliant race. He's either driver's mistakes or it's just mistakes on his own.
The old flag there on sector 2 is just for Ranga letting some cars by.
Yeah, he's done the smart move because of the blue flag. Ooh, lucky enough to avoid the wall there, race roller.
I'm wondering, I know there's only 3 laps to go, James, but 3.4 seconds could Jam Ham and Ham Jam possibly get ourselves into contention.
Ham's got damage, so I doubt he'll close the gap in time. The person who could benefit from will Summers close that 7.6 gap up Ham without wing damage. Race Roll has made a mistake there, now he's dropped out of the second now. As well. As we enter the tunnel section. Oh, we got another off out of the Ranga as well. Driver's through. Stem hit the wall there. He's just lost a little bit of time. Hold in there, Sam. Hold in there.
You can see there,
You
it's
get your
those
second-
final corners where just Raceroller gained so much time on Sam.
I believe this will be his second win of F2. Oh, Raceroller is struggling too early in the power again. As we're battling out for the last 3 laps. This will be an entertaining race if you're sticking on board with us. Darnell picking up a 3-second penalty there. We enter turn for a yellow flag as we got an off. I believe that's Baggy fan there. Just a little bit of contact on the left hand wall. It's now 0.4, it's very close as that Jamham lead is now starting to close at 3.837. Racer will have the benefit of making the overtake on the outside. Sam defend on the inside, Ranga's retired in the pits. Will he get enough onto the inside? Will he make a little bit of contact? Side by side as Racer is rear end drifted into Sem. But Sem will have the inside into the next corners. Oh, Racer is still struggling for any sort of grip. Stick. No, he just had to back out because he's got nothing to hold on to that position.
Bennett and Julie Mens for P9.
I think at the moment, I think Bennett is in a good position, but Stanelman's cut boxed earlier. Those fresh tyres made the overtake. Of course, he's on the inside as well.
I'll look around again.
Oh, and Jam's now 3 seconds behind the leaders, 3.1. Jam with a 0.7 behind. Ham's just picking up the slipstream of his brother and just following him round. Jam's looking to close that gap.
It's only about 6/10 slow per lap, James. I think they're really going to have to push a bit further.
Yeah, he's just lost 2 times. We've got a yellow flag again. That would be Night Ranger this time. I guess let a lapped car through. I don't know, this battle between Sam and Racer have been battling now. One mistake will cost them Jam together win. So I'll just nursing these cars to finish Racer up. Sam, Racer a fantastic pass. Racer might pick a penalty up. That was something earlier on, but I'll be down to the student after the race. We'll see any movement here as we enter turn 4 on lap 11. Racer will keep it together. No, he doesn't. He's just drifted around the corner.
A bit of wobble again there, James.
Again, he's too early in the power. He's not going to get enough into going to turn 6. He's just too far back. Sam just needs to coast around the corners, not too eager to get round at any time. A little bit wide there, but Racer drifting around again. Does it again. Too early in the power. Really puts it in the wall.
At the moment, Southern are well within that window of Ham Jam. It would see Ham drop from P4 to P5. That's 6.7 second gap. And he needs to get up another 1.2 as Teddy has left the session. He's already gone. But yeah, those are the only two who, well, there's only two real fights. McEwen is now within a second of Beast Assassin. Is he good for the middle of the lap?
Sam will pick up a Night Ranger's AI car and Owen as well. Laps car. As we're now 0.8, a yellow flag, that would be Bennett.
Yep, Bennett with a spin.
Night Ranger picking up a penalty as well. The only people, of course, Ham's in a good position. Oh, Race Roller's gone. Oh,
He done really hold that, to be fair. I'll give him that as Ham picks up another penalty. And that is going to see him drop way down. I think frustrations maybe possibly getting the better of him.
I'll probably drop him down to 6 of this. Keeps it up. Well, it was 2.3. Sam and Race Roller, they're in a good position. Just don't need to pick up a penalty. And they've got 1 too. 0.5, this will be the last lap battle here. Can we see any movement? Will Race Roller make the dive into turn 1? At the moment, he's got the slipstream of the lap car ahead of him.
It's a much tighter line there for Race Roller. Puts him right on the back of Sam.
But Race Roller got a better entry on the apex, so he stay nice and tight. But Sam will have the slipstream of the car ahead of him. This will not help Race Roller at all.
He loses that again, Race Roller.
He's just too early in the power. He's had chance after chance after chance to make the move. He's just too eager to get on the throttle. That's what it is in the rain. Yeah, he took that corner a little bit too early. He just got the oversteer there. He's got Owen ahead, and Owen will have to get out of the way of this at some point. Sam taking a wider line there. I think he'll benefit from that wider line.
Oh,
Owens.
Jesus Christ, you're giving me a heart attack here.
Race Roll is eager to get past Sam. Shows he's the quicker driver, wants to get quicker on the throttle. We've got another yellow flag. I think someone's out of fuel. No, sorry, it was one of the orange. Of course, Owen pulling out the way there, so let's the lead car through. Oh, we got a yellow flag again. Owen. As we enter the final chicane now. Will we see any movement here in the final sector? Sem just needs to hold on. Ham picking up a penalty. He'll drop him. Points this right.
I think P8 looks likely because of the big gap between Darnell and Geely Menz.
That's what will help in terms of championship points. At the moment, will Race Roll on the dive on the inside? They are side by side.
He's got the better line. They touch on the line.
Sem gets the win by a .043. What a way to end a race. Jesus. Oh, it's retired on track as well. I don't even know what to say.
And Yuki Beast Assassin just decides to join in the craze. The Culians in it as well. Hand jammed down in P7, only missed out in P6 by 4 thousandths of a second. Darnell P8.
Hang on, Jellyman's might not finish. He's doing donuts on the. He's not even finished. He's doing donuts. He's got to watch out because he's got a two.
He's got a puncture. He's got a puncture, James. Front right is punctured.
Yeah, but Suko and Baggy have got no fuel. I don't think they're punctured. Yeah, he's got a puncture. I don't think it'll be enough because Suko's got no fuel.
It's all happened. I don't know quite what to say.
Yeah. Oh, what a way to end! It's just been some crazy racing. And now trying to work out who we're getting into the interviews because 725. Try and work out the points. You've kept up with the points.
As in who had the most points overall from the first race and the second?
Yeah.
I don't have the maths in front of me. Jam would be one, I'm assuming.
Jam will be one because he got the P2.
I need to go for the positions gained, if I'm being honest, because that will give you where they finished the last time. Sem's got an 8th and a 1st, Roller's got a 2nd and a 5th. Oh my god, this is going to be so confusing to figure this out, who the top 3 are. Good luck.
Sem was ace in first, so that'd be 4 and 15. So that'll be 19. Race Roller got 6th and 2nd, so that'll be. I don't know where on the maths. 12 and too much maths.
It's a bit confusing when we don't have the sprint race points in front of us. And especially when the
I'll speak to an admin.
results weekend are all over the place because we've got the results of the